me. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm trying to set the example for you. I'm telling you what I'm doing and I'm setting the example. I'm setting the example for everybody else to show you, hey, this is the way I'm going about it. Take it as your example. Don't, and after that, then you pick it up. After that, you pick it up. I don't know, somebody's in the chat room, Nino, you talking about the Cash App is not working or whatever. They might be messing with it. They might be messing with it. Not worried about that. Use the PayPal instead. My PayPal's working fine, but I'm not asking anybody for anything. What y'all gonna do? As black folk, we spend a whole lot of time saying if this kind of moment here happens, what do you do? Folks, this is the time right here. This is the time. This is the time. This is exactly what we need to be doing. When you see them out there and stuff, it's cool and it's nice to share a video. That's okay. Brothers and sisters, sharing a video is not it. Sharing a video is not it. They telling me the Cash App is down right now. I got 3 different ways to do the business. Take a look in the description of the video. My mods have been putting it up in there. Don't post about the patron right now, D. We ain't doing about the patron right now. If they want to know about what their options are, look in the description of the video, and you can use the PayPal or the Streamlabs, whichever one. We ain't doing the patron right now. Cash App is down. It doesn't really matter to me, quite frankly, because the business is going to get handled. The business is going to get handled. But let me tell you what will warm my heart right now. What will warm my heart is if, I'm not going to assume it, but if it becomes a situation where folks are getting arrested out there on bogus charges, I want it to be clear. I want it to be clear. This is where I stand. If I'm going to set an example here, because this is where we went wrong in Ferguson. I think one of the ways we went wrong in Ferguson, not to say necessarily it was quote unquote wrong, but one of the ways we went wrong in Ferguson is that we didn't let them know we are hitting them on all fronts. We didn't hit them on all fronts about this. That's one of the things we need to do. We have a bunch of tools at our disposal. We need to be using them all. We need to be using all of them. Everything at our disposal. It's not enough to be doing that. Not enough to be doing that. Understand, folks, you get what you pay for. And by that, I mean, if folks know they're going to lose something, they're going to sacrifice something, they're going to follow our lead. And if we show them that we are willing to sacrifice, they're going to follow our lead. When everybody gets together, that's how that happens. People are willing to go through things. They're willing to sacrifice. They're willing to suffer. They're willing to deal with hardship if they know that there's other people around them. They're willing to do that. They're willing to do that. But if we don't demonstrate to them that we are willing to do that, that we're not willing to put the skin in the game also, then understand something. Professor Black Truth told you this. When your LGBT front groups claiming to represent descendants of slaves, Professor Black told you that a people who do not defend their advocates will find themselves a people with no advocates. If we do not defend our revolutionaries, we will find ourselves a people with no revolutionaries. If we do not defend the people who stand up for us, then we will find ourselves a people that no one stands up for. That's what you'll find yourself having. And I want to demonstrate to all of them, they're out there in the streets, you sacrificing life and limb, you put everything on the line. You are risking getting killed, getting injured, getting jailed. And you're doing it because you believe in the cause, you believe in a better day, you believe that white supremacy needs to die right here, right now. You ain't waiting another day for it. But I want to show all of you that we ain't going to wait another day for it. So I don't know the names necessarily. I don't know the faces, but I'm letting you know what I'm going to be spending the next day or two working on right now. I got things I've been doing, but I'm going to put that on pause. I'm going to put that on pause so we can take care of this business over here, because there's folks out here sacrificing, is people out here dealing with hardship, is people out here in the struggle, and they want to know who's with them. And I want to demonstrate to them, hey, we with you. We got your back and we with you. I don't need any thanks. I don't need any gratitude. You were unknown when you went out there in the streets. I'm unknown over here, but we got your back, period. And you don't have to be Jason Black to do this. Let me tell you something. Let me say something that's going to hurt a lot of folks' feelings, but I want to say this right now. I'm telling everybody, you ain't got to send me a dime, but I'm telling you right now, if somebody felt that R. Kelly was worth putting up $100,000 for, if somebody felt that R. Kelly was worth putting up $100,000 for, and he ain't did that revolutionary thing. Now, if you can find $100,000 for that, but you can't find $1,500 for your revolutionaries, then don't be surprised when you don't have any. I am proud of the warriors in the streets. I am beaming with pride because of the warriors in the streets, for the young men and women who are out there doing the work. And if by some chance they get caught up, if by some chance something happens, then I want them to know they have a people, because they took to the streets for their people. Everybody doesn't have a majority black city like Shreveport that they can fall back on and say, okay, it won't happen here. Some of y'all are left in places where the coons run things, the white supremacists still have sway. I'm watching these damn looting videos out here, and it's a whole bunch of white folk busting in the Target. I'm seeing Latinos busting in the Target, running off with clothes and things. You think they here for the struggle? You think they about the struggle? Now, the media don't really want to play that up. You think they're about the struggle? No, I'm for my people. I'm for my people who are out here putting their life and limb on the line. That's what I'm doing this for. So I'm not running my mouth. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Don't bring me no Black Lives Matter people. I want the folks who are out there in the streets. I want to see charges on the books. I want my certifieds and bona fides out here in the street, got charges on the books, looking at being in handcuffs. I want charges And if I see charges, I ain't asking no questions. I ain't asking no questions. If you want this to be a situation where you just supporting people sight unseen, then it's gonna be sight unseen, damn it. I got my people up there in Minneapolis. If you ain't been on the streets, if you ain't had an ear on the streets, it's time for you to get an ear on the streets. Where are black attorneys at up there in Minneapolis? Where are your damn public defenders at? Who's looking at charges? Who's looking at a court date in a few days and can't bond out? I want to know what's going on. I ain't about to talk. Damn the talk. I ain't about waving no flag for it. Damn waving no flag. I'm not about recognition and gratitude. Ain't trying to have it. Ain't trying to have it. I want to know what's really going on. I'm very good at moving money. I'm very good for that. I'm about to show you what I'm good for. I'm very good for making the money move. Well, right now, this is a part right here where you need somebody to take care of the money moving. So let's get it moving. Let's go ahead and do that. But to my folk up there in Minneapolis, this ain't the time to be falling down on the damn job. I get calls from people up there in Minneapolis. You supposed to be on deck right now. You supposed to be on deck. How the hell is this your city? And you can't tell me who's facing charges. Los Angeles. I get love in Los Angeles. I got love for the revolutionary spirit of the West Coast. I got love for the revolutionary spirit of the Bloods and the Crips. I got love for the revolutionary spirit of the Black Panthers. Everybody, those are not separate things. For those of us who remember the history, those are not separate things. Those are all the same thing. I got love for all the revolutionaries. I got love for the deacons of defense and their heirs. So if you're out there in Los Angeles, because I know Los Angeles do the damn thing. If you're out there in Los Angeles and something done happen, I want to know. Send it to that email, jasonblackauthority@yahoo.com. I'm looking for charges. I ain't looking for lip service. I'm looking for charges. I'm going to check your paperwork to make sure your paperwork is clean. If your paperwork is straight, if you put in work, I'm checking your paperwork. If your paperwork is straight, let's get them out. Let's get them out. So my folk out there in Los Angeles, they've been uprising because they on top of it. I know I give California a hard-ass time, and I give California a hard-ass time because I know what you come from. I know what you come from. California is one of the places, Watts is one of the places that taught the rest of the damn country how to fight white supremacy. California is one of the places that taught the rest of the country. It ain't about marching and protesting. Non-violent? How the hell are you gonna be non-violent with somebody who's violent with you? California was the breeding ground that showed you how to get it done. Black folk who came from the South and went to California and showed you how to get it done. And that's what I'm saying. So if you're out there right now and you done put in the work, I'm looking for paperwork tonight. I'm looking for paperwork. I'm not depending on the mayor of Minneapolis to do a damn thing. He was running his damn mouth. I want to see the cop arrested, but when they said arrested for what? He's like, I don't really want to talk about charges. Don't really want to talk about charges. Now, I bet you if it was a black man who was accused of assaulting a white woman, he'd be real specific about charges. When Muhammad Nawar accidentally killed Justine Damon, they treated him the way we say y'all should be doing these white cops. All of a sudden you can't do that. No, ain't no rules. Ain't no rules. Revolution is on. Ain't no rules. We doing the paperwork check is what we doing. We doing a paperwork check. So my folks in Los Angeles, my folks in DC, my folks in Minneapolis, drop the paperwork. If it's folk out there putting it in and they got caught up, we ain't got to wait for no damn public defender. We can't help everybody, but we're not going to let that prevent us from helping somebody. We're going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm doing my thing here. I ain't asking nobody else to do nothing. Like with both of Sean and like everything else I'm taking the lead on it. Not asking y'all to do nothing. I'm just letting you know where I stand on this. This is where I'm at. This is where I am. So out there in Los Angeles, y'all need to holler at me. JasonBlackAuthority@yahoo.com. JasonBlackAuthority@yahoo.com. All I'm looking for is paperwork. Let's see the paperwork. Let's see it. I want to see what they charged with. I want to see what they charged with. And if they charge with standing up, I want us to show them they standing up for us. We're going to stand up for them. Not going to have it. Not going to have it. I'm proud of what I'm seeing. And do you all realize just how quickly we swept the coronavirus off the damn front page? You see how quickly that happened? And yes, the white media establishment, the white supremacist, racist media establishment attempted to ignore this. And that's why I'm so proud of the revolutionaries, because they let them know, oh, ain't gonna be no ignoring this. Ain't gonna be no ignoring it. Yeah, you all love to, y'all love to cover every little detail when it's to your advantage, but all of a sudden, now you don't want to cover. They've been out, for those of you who don't know, they've been turning up in Minnesota since Monday. They've been doing it since this happened. They've been doing this since it's happened. They've been turning up since it happened, but they tried to do what they did in Ferguson. If y'all remember, Ferguson was on fire for 2.5 days before CNN and the white national media establishment said a word about it. Do you remember that? For those of you who've forgotten, Mike Brown and Ferguson. Ferguson was on fire for 2.5 days. Riot police were in the street shooting, and the only folk talking about it was folk like Tariq Nasheed on social media and on Instagram. That was where you saw the flames. That was where you saw the tear gas. That was where you saw the rubber bullets. That's where you saw the armored vehicles. The white supremacist propaganda tyranny state television was saying that wasn't nothing happening. They were talking about celebrities. Go back and go check the news on those dates. Ferguson was on fire for 2.5 days before the white supremacist corporate media establishment said anything. It was only folk on the ground with their cameras saying, hey man, it's going down here. And don't give a damn what the corporations are saying. And that was when they said, oh hell, it ain't working. We better start saying something. They've been turning up there in Minnesota now. In Minneapolis, it's been hot now since Monday. They started this Monday. Folks started gathering Monday, and by Tuesday, things was lighting up. And your white supremacist media establishment wasn't covering any of this until last night. So that's what you got us for. And by the way, let me tell you one more thing. I prefer it this way. I prefer it just like this. Far as I'm concerned, turn off the damn cameras. As far as I'm concerned, turn off the cameras. I don't need no footage. Not about what's about to happen. Don't really want no footage, quite frankly. If y'all don't want to televise this and show what the police are doing, don't come with the damn news cameras now. When the police are out there murdering black folk, the TV stations don't want to show up with no cameras. But as soon as we take to the streets, all of a sudden, y'all want to come out with the news van. And oh yeah, Channel 2 and the other channels up there in Minneapolis was talking about they couldn't go out on the scene because it was too dangerous. They had to do all their reporting from the TV station because they couldn't go out there. Well, you wasn't trying to go out there when the police are killing folk. So don't tell us about going out there now. If you're not going to go out there when the police are murdering people so you can get that on video, then don't come out here when we take to the streets. If you ain't going to video, if you're not going to record it when the white supremacists are out there, then don't try to show up when the revolutionaries get out there. As far as I'm concerned, turn all the damn cameras off. This ain't, listen to me, people. Let me tell you something, and I do appreciate the fact that we've been able to get the word out and everything right there, but let me just tell y'all what the bottom line is. At some point, we got to understand revolution ain't for the gram. I got to tell you just what it is. The revolution Gil Scott Heron told you 4 decades ago. The revolution ain't going to be televised. The revolution isn't going to be live streamed. The revolution ain't going to be on Facebook Live, people. It ain't. It just isn't. This isn't going to be something that you use to get clout and get shine. That's not what it's for. That's not what it's for. The revolution ain't for clout chasing. The revolution ain't for Instagram shine. Revolution is for freedom. The revolution is for justice. The revolution is to stop white supremacy in its tracks, not to get attention on your funky ass Facebook timeline. That ain't what it's for. And a bunch of y'all got it wrong because you think the proper thing to do when stuff like this happens, ooh, I bet you I'm some anonymous jackass on Twitter. I bet you if I record this happening, then I can actually get 1,000 likes and somebody will know who my worthless, nameless, faceless ass been all this time. Damn that. You're a nobody because you ain't did nothing. You want to become a somebody? It doesn't start with trying to record something happening to black people so you can get likes and thumbs up. It starts with you saying, where's the fight at? Where's the war kicking off at? I'm on the front lines. So for my people who are out there on the front lines, that's what I want. I want them. I want to help them. And I held this broadcast right now because I wanted to tell you that's where my heart is right now. I got pride for the young people out there in the streets. And by the way, the civil rights generation holds no sway. They hold no sway right now. Nobody is looking for the local deacon and the local coon preacher to sit up here and tell the young folk, now, let the process play out. Anybody talking about let the process play out, y'all need to give him the work right there in the middle of the street on that damn corner. Anybody talk about let the process play out? Because they told you that the process is to murder black people with impunity. Damn, letting that process play out. Anybody talking that damn coward coon crap, y'all give him the business right there. Right there. No, Jesse Jackson ain't got nothing to say. He was mumbling his way through a damn speech earlier today. Get this nigga out of here. They ain't got nothing to say. They waiting for white folk in the corporate media to tell them what they can say. But they ain't gonna say anything for us. And furthermore, we don't need them to. Their time is over. Their time is done. It's our time now. We write the rules. Ain't no forgiveness. Don't come to us talking about forgiving nothing. There is no delay from the district attorney. They understand what they're supposed to do. The district attorneys are in on it. You can't appeal to justice to somebody who is a collaborator. There's no appealing to justice to a collaborator. You don't sit up here and look to somebody who is in on the murder and then talk about, ooh, let me see if things be different here. I mean, we need to appeal to his heart. Let's see if we can appeal to him and see if we can get him to understand. Man, damn that. I ain't here to have no conversation with your ass. I'm not here to have a conversation with you. I'm not here to talk this over with you. Hell no. Not here for that. When they see you get that serious about it, then it's going to be an issue. Then it's going to be an issue. I'm proud of the work they're putting in. I want to see more of it. White supremacy is a pandemic that kills millions. And this idea that we're going to ignore it, damn that. And yes, I do have some thoughts on on the specifics about this case that I am going to address later. But right now, this is the season of the revolution. Right now is the season of the revolution. Right now is the season for the folks to get out here and take to the streets and let it be known what they stand for. That's where we at right now. This is where we are right now. We're not anywhere else. We're right here. We're going to take care of this part. And the way you take care of this part is by demonstrating to everybody that this is the way it's going to be done. This is the way it's going to be done, and we are not going to just sit here and get killed by the thousands. The civil rights generation thought that was a badge of honor, not us. So I'm letting you all know right now, anybody who's out there put in work and they paperwork has come back clean, anybody who is out there in the streets in Minneapolis, Los Angeles, elsewhere, because I know they turn it up in various places, if they setting it off and their paperwork has come back good, get at me. If they setting it off and their paperwork has come back good, get at me. If they charging them with assault on an officer and other bogus stuff like that, I ain't buying it. I don't believe it. And I want to help anybody who's being given one of them bogus charges. I do not believe those charges at all. They are bogus. Get at me. Let me know what's going on. You got the email address jasonblackauthority@yahoo.com. jasonblackauthority@yahoo.com. That's the address. Let me know. Let me know. I ain't here to play about it. I'm doing a paperwork check. I want to see paperwork. I want to see paperwork. I want to see somebody, if they got somebody arrested and hemmed up, I want to be able to show y'all them walking back out that damn jail. That's what I'm on right now. That's the only thing I'm about. I ain't about nothing else. Not about nothing else. And as a matter of fact, I'm done talking about it right now. I said everything I wanted to say. I ain't here to have a broadcast, ain't taking no phone calls, ain't going and beating around the bush about it. When it's time to put in work, you just put in the work. You don't do it for attention. You don't do it for gratitude. You don't do it for popularity. You don't do it for shine. Don't nobody talk about bailing folk out if they're trying to get popular and whatnot. You don't do that for shine. I'm not listing no names because everything's going to be done anonymously. Not listing no names, but let's get them out. If there's anybody out there and their paperwork has come back good, let's get them out. Let's get them out. Let's show them that they have a people. Let's show them that the soil is here for them. So if anybody out there listening, one last time, if there is somebody in your city, Los Angeles is turning up, Minneapolis is turning up, DC turning up. There's some other places that are turning up. And I know after I do this broadcast, it's probably going to be a few more places that are going to turn up. Folks are going to get arrested. If anybody is out there arrested for a legitimate charge, they've been charged with assaulting an officer, some bogus charge like that, I don't believe a single one of those. Those are the people I want to see. Those are the people I want to help. That's what I want to do something about. Because let's just be very clear about something. The police ain't going to sit up here and take an L if they don't have to. So if they say it, then that means they wanted things to go one way. We're going to see if we can spin it and it's going another. I do not trust any of them. I don't believe any of them. I don't want to hear nothing they got to say. They are guilty until proven not guilty. Not even going to say, you can't be guilty until proven innocent. You're guilty until proven, not guilty, meh. But there's warriors in the streets, and I want to see that. There's warriors out there in the streets. It's a beautiful thing to see them doing that. Let me make sure you understand something. You have to speak in a language that savages understand. Savages do not understand the language of the civilized. They don't. Like Gregory McMichael and Travis McMichael, his inbred son, you saw the whole damn neighborhood was filled with white supremacists, and the police station and the district attorney's office and the prosecuting attorney's office, everybody is a part of the white supremacist murder machine. You can't reason with that. All of them are together in their white supremacist code behavior. You can't reason with that. You can't appeal to the civilized aspect of that. You can't appeal to the civilized mentality of a barbarian. And they're all throughout the police department and the prosecutor's office. Violent white supremacists who see themselves in a race war against black people, that our very existence is something that needs to be wiped out, and the prosecuting attorney is a part of it. The only investigation that needs to be done is of the police, the prosecutors, the DA, all of them. If you check their phones, check their computers, there's white supremacists. I guarantee if you follow them around, you're going to see them going to white supremacist meetings, meeting with outright Klansmen, singing the satanic verses, going to the white supremacist clubhouses and meetings. That's what they do. You can't reason with a member of the Klan who's sitting in the damn DA's office. You can't reason with him. He's one of them. He's one of them. The only way you're going to deal with this is by hand. That's where I'm at right now. If you got somebody, they about that life. I'm from Louisiana. We the about it state. We the be about it state. Damn the show me state. We the be about it state. I didn't come to talk about it. I came to be about it. So I'm putting the call out. Can't nobody sit up here and challenge my credentials on it. I'm putting the call out. If you got certified people who are validated and their paperwork is coming back, all sorts of folk are catching paperwork right now. If their paperwork is coming back good, if their paperwork is coming back clean, if their paperwork is coming back right, I want to know. I want to know. If your paperwork is coming back right, I want to know. I ain't with the bull jive. I know they got attorneys up there and whatnot. I might call a couple of them. You know how I feel about going through attorneys and whatnot. You know how I feel about that, because some of them are legit, but a bunch of them are out here trying to chase a paycheck. So you know how I feel about that. But I'm going to put in work. I'm going to put it in. But for everybody, this isn't just for Minneapolis. Out there in Los Angeles, we got to hold it down. We got to hold Los Angeles down. Los Angeles said, hell, ain't nobody did nothing to us in a minute, but we going to turn up for the hell of it. We going to turn up for the hell of it. Get this nigga out my chat room talking about why burn the city you live in, though. Nigga, that's as stupid as saying, why are you spraying roach spray in the house you live in? Ban this nigga from my damn chat room. The cowards show up. The dudes sitting up here chasing interracial sex, they start showing up. Why are you burning down the city you in, nigga? That's like saying, why are you fixing the flat tire on the car you drive? Why are you turning on the air conditioning in the house you live? You live in the house, yeah, and the house has a problem inside the house. I ain't leaving the damn house. If you got termites in your wall, do you leave your house? Do you move out of your house if you find out you got termites? Hell no. You call a fumigator. You call a pest control company. You might have to tear down the sheetrock. Hell, you might even have to remove part of the wall to get it. But if this is your house that your people have sweat and blood and bled over, then we ain't gonna move out the damn house. No, the pest is moving out. The pest is moving out. We ain't going no damn where. We're not going nowhere. This is our house. This is our house. And if we cannot all be equally comfortable, then damn it, we're all gonna be equally uncomfortable. And if you're gonna make black folk uncomfortable and then everybody else figure they're gonna go skating off into the damn sunset, oh hell no. Demonstrate to them that when you allow random acts of white supremacist violence, you better nip that in the bud and cut it off. As soon as you see it, you better take action right then. You know, like you do with us, like you do against us. You better take action right then, because if you don't, then if you make us uncomfortable, there's a very good chance that everybody is about to become damned uncomfortable in here, and it's gonna be a hot as hell summer. Oh yeah, and one more thing I wanted to point out to all of my brothers and my sisters from around the world, and I know I'm really doing this early. I probably should wait till the weekend because I need to get back to work. You don't hear it. Has anybody been able to find any of them gun-toting white supremacists who are always ambushing black folk and always talking about they want that smoke? Could anybody find them in Ferguson when we were there? Could you find them in Baltimore when we were there? Black folk not clogging up the 110 in Los Angeles. Can you find any of them there driving down from Bakersfield? Driving down from that Oregon border, can you find any of them up there in Minneapolis, Minnesota, with all that white supremacist jabber that they have on the internet? Can anybody find them right now? They know where we at. They know where we at. You know, they always talking about they want the smoke. They know where we're at now. They sit on the internet and bump their guns and show off an AR-15 with their crusader beards and their military contractor colored khakis. Okay, well now it's time to get with the business. So where they at? We through talking. Hey, we out here in the streets in LA, Minneapolis, DC, Houston. We out here in the streets. We with it. All you got ain't nothing between us but air and opportunity. If you really about that life, this is the moment to be doing it. Because all I see is a bunch of white supremacists sitting home on their damn keyboards and their cell phones. Ooh, them niggers out there in the streets making trouble. Send. All I see is a bunch of folk pressing send. I don't see nobody out there in the streets trying to show and prove what all that noise you've been talking. I don't see that. I thought you were itching for a race war, is what you always said. Chris Cantwell and the others, I thought you were itching for a race war. I thought y'all dudes was all out there and you was ready. What about all that talk about what you was gonna do if we ever came through your part of town? Well, we rolling like a freight train through your part of town and can't find you. You can't say you don't know where we at. We right there on the damn news. The man standing in front of us at the corner of 5th and Elm. If you really about that life, you're making your little snarky ass comments on the internet. If y'all was really about that life, why is it we out there turning up and you at home turning out? If you serious, yeah, the Proud Boys and whatnot, tell the Proud Boys come on down and holler. Tell the Proud Boys we out here in LA, come holler. We in Minneapolis all day and all damn night, come holler. In DC, come holler. It's not hard, you gentrifying every damn thing. If you was really about that life and really wanted that smoke, you'd be coming and getting it. But you're not. Which is our first clue, you ain't really about that life. So I don't want to hear no more about you on the internet and nothing else. The only thing that you're good for are these little ambush murders. And as long as we shut that down, y'all cowards are going to be sitting at home with your thong bunched up between your butt cheeks, giving you a wedgie. Your satin panties going to be giving you a wedgie. Trying to tell people tall tales of what you were supposedly doing in Iraq or some other place that can't nobody verify. Now you're back over here, you're talking noise right until the fires get lit, right until it becomes a real situation, and all of a sudden, ain't no Proud Boys, ain't no Oath Keepers, ain't no 5%ers, ain't no Aryan Nation. All of a sudden, ain't no white supremacists anymore. Just a couple of teenage jackasses in the comment section on Yahoo, but ain't nobody showing up to be about that life. So I want you all to take this as a lesson for the future. They talk big. You ain't got no reason to be scared. They gonna talk, but that's all they're gonna do. And the most they'll try to do is see if they can ambush somebody by themselves. If you got more than two people, if you got more than one person, or if you come heavy, and let's just be clear, every black person in America needs to exercise their Second Amendment right to the utmost fullest. So let them know if they got, y'all understand, it's never a black person who's armed that happens to. It don't happen to you when you're ready. They looking for a soft target who ain't ready. They want to make sure you ain't got nothing in your hands before they do something. Orlando Castile didn't have nothing in his hands. He didn't have nothing in his hands. They want to make sure you safe before they do something. If they even suspect you ain't a safe target, they moving on. Let me see if I can find. Let me go see if I can find somebody's grandma or somebody's 6-year-old child to go murder. Let me see if I can do that. And what you're seeing in Minneapolis right now is what the response to murdering people with impunity when the government has gotten in on it, like the district attorney's office. These are white supremacists up and down. These are white supremacists up and down. I want you to be aware of that. I'm done talking. I'm going to be about it. The video's going to play. You got the email address, jasonblackauthority@yahoo.com. All one word, jasonblackauthority@yahoo.com. Anybody whose paperwork is clean up there, out there in the streets, anybody who's got clean paperwork, if they're in jail, let's get them out. If they're in jail, let's get them out. I'm done talking. This concludes this special edition of White Channel.net radio program. I'm your host, your brother, Mr. Jason Black. You know who it is.